Hello everybody, this is Jeffrey GT7 and welcome to the episode. In this episode, I'm going to be using the BRZ GT300 Group 3 at Sardegna. And I'm actually looking forward to this episode, so I'll be showcasing on how to grab the car, the setup that you need for this particular build, and the race itself. So I'm looking forward to sharing it with you guys on how good this car really is at Sardegna. I knew the GT300 is a very strong, powerful Group 3. Matter of fact, it was back in its day before it got nerfed. It was pretty much a meta for the Group 3 class, and it still is to this day. Still a pretty powerful, if not still a meta car when it comes to this category, especially if you have a full tuning, no bop required type of race. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the episode. Now, in order to find this BRZ GT300, it's going to be at the very end of the list of cars you can get from the Subaru manufacturer. It's going to be beside the GT Vision Subaru car. As you can see, it's going to cost you about 450,000 credits, so make sure you do have plenty of credits before you spend this car. Other than that, the stats are very good for this car, and like I said before, this car is very strong and very quick, especially in the Group 3 category. So nothing much more to it. You can look at the stats right on the right part of the screen. It is a FR, so it is different than the WRX Group 3 race car, and very smooth, very flexible, and very quick, especially if it's a track that requires a good bit of downforce. After you grab the car, we're going to go ahead and now move over to what's going to be the parts you'll need from the tuning shop. So we're going to go ahead and swing on by there real quick, and it's going to be relatively easy on what you need from the parts as we go into the parts. The first category you're going to go to is going to be the semi-racing category section, and after you do that, you're going to add the full control computer which comes with the car. You'll need that part in this build. The high RPM turbocharger is what we're going to be using, and for the racing category, the only thing you need to worry about is the racing transmission with racing medium tires, and that's going to be the gist of the parts you'll need from the tuning shop. So, as you add everything together, here is the list. Here's the front part of the list. If you want to go ahead and just pause the episode, which I would recommend doing, and just copying off the numbers based on what I have for my suspension and for my gearing, you could do that. And here's the other part of the list. Make sure you have the turbocharger set to a high RPM, and make sure you have the anti-lag system set to strong, and you should be good to go. So once you get everything together, let's go ahead and jump into the race itself. And as you can see, this car is very quick, and as you guys can see, we are going to be racing this race in chase cam, which is going to be quite interesting. I'm going to try to mix it up for the next couple episodes to pretty much be more focused on either racing on chase cam or on front bumper, and just alternate between those two cams. I might could go back to hood possibly, but for the time being, I'm going to be more focused on chase and on the front bumper camera. For this car, like I said before, it is very quick. Now, we are racing in fuel map 1, which we're going to be on this setting just for one lap. We're going to actually move it back to number 3. So this car actually does have some decently good consistent pace, even with fuel map 2 or map 3 setting on the car, and you can just see the turbo doing all the hard work for this car. You can just see how easily we caught up with the Mazda, which the Mazda gives us a little bit of a friendly shove. You're going to send us to the grass. Now we do going to go ahead and get a lot of spots upcoming this corner right here. We're going to make a move on the left side of this Mazda. We're going to find ourselves right behind this little train right here. And you can see once we get back to power, it just takes off like a rocket. As we approach this left hairpin, we're going to send it kind of very close between that wall and the WRX. Thankfully for us, we do have the speed advantage by a long shot compared to the rest of the Group 3s. As we head to the final corner into the start finish line, we're going to get ourselves P6 with a very decently good quick very first lap for this race. And you can see our top speed is going to be the low 190s approaching the first turn. So yeah, we definitely do have a pretty big speed difference in this race. Fast forward to lap 4, we have caught up with the Dodge Viper, and we basically caught up with it before it made its scheduled pit stop. So this is going to be a very good run for us with our pace. We're going to go ahead and get ourselves rated up for this move. We're going to be following the Viper. We're going to go ahead also and move our free map 1 back down to the very first setting, because this is going to be a lap for us to pit. So after we make the move on the Viper, we're going to go ahead and go down the road, and as you can see, we're going to go ahead and get ready for pit road. Now we went ahead and move our fuel map back to number 2, because that's going to be our new original map to run at for our next stint for our pit road. So you can see we basically pit the same lap as the Viper, except for us differently. We're going to go ahead and keep these current mediums. The mediums are holding up pretty good, so I do know we have at least one more stint we can pull off with these tires. All I'll be doing here is just refilling the fuel, and just by doing this, we're going to gain a huge amounts of time on that Viper, just not pitting for tires. As we head at pit road, we're going to look behind us. We got a BMW, and you can see how close it was between the two of us. Thankfully, we did manage to get enough room between ourselves and the BMW and not have a big collision at the exit pit road. Fast forward to lap 8 is going to be our second pit stop, so we've again have managed through second stint, and the tires overall did pretty well, but I'm going to go ahead and just change them. Just knowing that we actually have a little bit of worn tires on the medium compound. So very good first 2 stints off of this BRZ GT300, and you can see the lead between ourselves and the Viper is pretty big. So this car really showing some really good strong pace. We're going to change tires, get ourselves fuel, and get ourselves ready for the next stint. And in this next stint, I'm going to be showcasing our hot lap, which is going to occur on lap number 10. So as we get up at road, the road is clear behind us. We don't have to worry about anything behind us. We're going to go ahead and do that right now. Fast forward to lap 10. It's going to be our official hot lap. I will recommend just watch this hot lap, see what I'm doing on the track, and hopefully this will help out. And then I'll see you guys when we get to our final pit stop. Well, unfortunately, I forgot to showcase the last pit stop, but as you guys may have guessed, it's going to be around lap 12, so every 4 laps you're going to have to pit for this car. Other than that, the car did great, the handling was amazingly good, and it was just very quick. I mean, wow. Probably more likely the fastest Group 3 race car I have driven in this track, and we did ourselves a 25.09, so yeah, this car very blistering quick, very smooth, great handling, great speed, and very decent fuel economy as well. So that's going to be it for the episode. We kept the car clean, and that's going to be it. So hopefully this BRZ GT300 will help you out at Sardegna, a very fun and very quick, effective Group 3 race car at that track. For our next episode, we're going to be using the Honda NSX from 1992. Now, I actually did have a request build. Unfortunately, I did some testing with it, and it was just not working out the way I was planning to. It was pretty undrivable, so I thought this would be a good substitute. As you may have guessed, we're going to be using this car at Tokyo Expressway 600, and if you're curious, this is going to be the stock engine. So I'm going to be using just a stock engine. I'll be putting some parts into this car and see what we can do with it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you want to check out the last episode, there it is right there. You can check it out if you want to. Hopefully this particular build will help you out to gain some credits in GT7. If you have any other quest builds, you're more than welcome to add them in the comments below. And until then, hopefully you guys have a great rest of the day or night or might be. And I'll see you guys later, and take care.